I'm sitting here drinking a cup of tea, thinking about communication and the many ways that we communicate or not. I was thinking about how one of the most important things we can ask a person when there's a situation that's at hand, particularly if that person is upset, disappointed, maybe something happened, whatever the issue is, one of the most important things to say, I have found, and perhaps it's different for you, is tell me more. Tell me more, because it opens the moment to curiosity. Even if we want to take it personally, it feels personal, and we can get caught up in that. And that's another matter that I'll swing back around to, taking things personally. But when we say tell me more, not only are we able to hear the initial, hear the problem, hear the frustration, hear all of the things that may make us uncomfortable in the moment, but we get to understand what happened. We get to hear their perspective. It isn't about right or wrong or truth, but perspective. And it's a reminder to me, because I am someone who can really go for, well, what is true here? And as time passes and I get older, I find myself opening up to not every moment needs to be about what is true, even though that's very important to me and always will be. How might I allow this moment to simply be hearing another's perspective? And tell me more creates breathing space for peace, for relaxation. And the more that they tell could potentially make us feel defensive, upset, needing to self-advocate, right? And then I was thinking about, how is it that when someone tells us something that we don't want to hear, for whatever the reasons, maybe it brings up shame, maybe it knocks on the door of our perfectionism, maybe we simply do not see ourselves that way, whatever it is. Why is it that when someone tells us something we don't want to hear, we are inclined to take it personally? We believe it, like it's personal. But when a person pays us a compliment, it extends an accolade, really boosts us and shines a spotlight on our good, we're like, oh no, I don't think I did a good job, or we don't take that personally. Isn't that something? Have you thought about that? That hearing something we don't want to hear, we take personally and then have a reaction. Hearing things that ought to make us feel good and boost us, we don't personalize. We disregard it. We dismiss it. It makes us uncomfortable in that way. Oh, that can't be true. I'm not that great. It wasn't that good. My writing isn't that good as a writer, right? Oh, the food didn't come out that great as a person who likes to cook. All the things. But if someone says, oh, I find you to be abrasive, I can be very direct. I could take that personally, as if it is who I am. No, it's actually, tell me more. Tell me more, so that I'm not taking it personally. And even if I took something personally, it's still very important to know the more behind it and not just shut down. Shutting down does not allow us to fully understand how we come across to others, how we move through the world. Not just how we think we move, but how we actually move through the world. And if we're constantly taking things personally, we will not be available for feedback that could potentially help us grow and expand. Because if the person cares about you, if the person parting the hard thing for you to hear, the hard thing for me to hear, if they care about us, why wouldn't I think they had my highest good, or you think that? This person is saying something because they care and it's impacting them, and they want you to know. Give it thought. Whether you change or not, that's a whole other thing, right? Whether I change or not, that's a whole other thing. But may we be rooted and sound enough within ourselves to hear the hard things and pause asking or saying, tell me more. As opposed to defending ourselves because we've taken it personally. Well, I don't see myself that way. Well, this is my point. Well, I thought this. Well, all of that may be true, but that has nothing to do with the perspective of this person and their experience. So listen in. Because don't we want to be great? Don't you want to be great, evolve, change, grow, expand? And in order to do that, we need people who are brave enough, who care about us and love us so much that they dare to say the thing. Because, it's not easy to say the thing. It's not easy to say the thing, and it's not easy to receive the thing. And sometimes the saying, again, may not come out packaged like a gift. It may come out with anger, frustration, agitation, irritability, because that is the nature of how the other person is feeling, or even you. And often people get caught up in the delivery, and it also shuts them down from being able to hear. But then if they're angry and want to say some things, they forget. We need to make room and space for the fullness of this human experience when it comes to communication. We cannot expect everything to be said with a rainbow surrounding it. And we have to be mindful of how we respond, or more so how we react. Taking it personally, defending ourselves, shutting down. Okay, and after we engage in all of those behaviors and we feel a bit self-righteous in our way, what changes? How have we expanded? And what becomes of this interaction? There's a lot there. And I have found tell me more to be very helpful in reducing the things that do not allow me to be great. And I want to be great. And if you want to be great, I want that for you. So may we be reminded to be withstanding, to listen, to be able to hear, and even in the discomfort, to lean into tell me more, so that we can understand the perspective and experience of the other, and hopefully grow in deeper connection. We might default to taking something personally and defending, but the moment you realize it, like, oh, I'm supposed to be practicing something else, you shift into the practice of something else, something that feels more spacious. And it might be very hard, very uncomfortable. The unknown, difference, change, it's all new. So it's supposed to be uncomfortable in that way. It's a practice. However old you are, that's how long you've been practicing default behavior. It wasn't overnight. And so now we begin to practice conscious behavior and conscious ways of dealing with things. So yeah, tell me more. And may we personalize the good. And may we seek to contemplate the ways that feel not so good, that the ways that cause us to be defensive. May we not reject, or as Maya Angelou, the poet, said, the late Maya Angelou, don't pick it up, put it down. If you don't pick it up, be it a compliment, a praise, or a put down, then you don't have to put it down later, because all things come and go. So if you don't pick it up, you don't have to put it down. Be with it all, non-attachment. And that is for the perspectives of others and even our own. May we not be attached to it, so much so that we cannot be with another person's thoughts, feelings, ideas, perspectives. Tell me more. And may I sit on my hands in all of the moments that I feel inclined to defend myself because I am personalizing the thing that I don't find or feel is true. May I sit on my hands and listen. As my partner says, I guess it's a saying in Brazil, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. May we listen more and speak less.